Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are going to be focused on the energy for the period of time that Mercury is going to be retrograde in Sagittarius. So this will occur on December 23rd. Mercury will have moved back into Sagittarius and will stay there in retrograde motion until January 2nd, when it will turn direct again. So for this period of time, the first portion of Mercury retrograde is happening in the sign of Capricorn. As discussed in the previous reading on that is a period of time where you're going to be rethinking what your goals are, getting clear on what you may have been missing or misevaluating about where you want to go, what you want to do. And after having some realization about that during this period, you're going to be seriously considering what actions you may need to take that are going to allow you to grow, to expand into a new way of life, rethinking habits, what you're doing, the steps that you're taking towards those goals, thought patterns that may be inhibiting the freedom to move forward and take that action. Getting some insight on what experiences will be valuable to you. And you may be receiving some communication regarding how to actually move forward and create this movement moving into the new year. It's like this Mercury retrograde period at the end of the year is a mental preparation for the year to come and the changes that you're going to be preparing for in the new year. Okay, so let's pull some cards and see what else we can see about this energy. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so take whatever resonates, leave what does not. And don't try to force anything to fit if it's not resonating with your energy. Not all messages will be for everyone. This is timeless as well, so if you're seeing this after this period of time that it's pertaining to, that's a good indicator that it's going to be something that you're more receptive to hearing at the time that you're finding it. And yeah, you can, it's a good method to use to like reflect on what you've just been through as well. Okay. So we've got the Six of Swords. Yeah. So this action that you're considering taking, and I don't remember exactly what happened in the Mercury and Capricorn reading, but something about this feels familiar. It feels like maybe there was a decision to be made, a decision that you're like thinking about. And during this period, this like second half of the retrograde, it's like thinking about taking the actions that are necessary to move forward. It's like you're going to have to go through some sort of transitionary period to create the movement necessary. And it's like you're aware of the mental changes, that maybe even the physical changes that you may have to make associated with that decision. What may surprise you a little bit are some of the emotional changes that you'll be going through in making this transition, because there is this energy here of needing to withdraw from something emotionally, to leave something behind, to create some sort of intentional loss in your life in order to make space to create something better, to create more balance in what you're giving versus what you're receiving. And getting clear on this action, getting clear on what you need to do is what is going to be a bit challenging for you. But that's why you're taking this period of time to really think about it, because there's a fear surrounding moving too fast and making a mistake of some kind. There's a lot of energy surrounding the mental stress of making this transition that you'll need to overcome too. It's important that you take a very decisive and clear perspective once you make a decision. Make a decision and not look back. Because that emotional feeling of withdrawing and walking away, it's being clear in that decision and not going back and reverting back to that emotional space that's associated with the past, that's associated with what you're wanting and needing to move away from. And when you get clear and overcome this challenge of being decisive, it's going to create a lot of stability and groundedness for you in your forward movement. You may still feel the need to be conservative, to not get too ahead of yourself, and that's okay. That will serve you well. It's most important that you're moving in the correct direction. It doesn't matter how fast you're moving. Speed is not an issue here. The orientation of your actions and efforts and intention is what matters. So the overall outcome of this is going to be starting a new journey. In particular, this is coming across as related to a relationship situation. You may be having a different situation. Make adjustments as necessary, and we'll see how things come out in the clarification. But the Son of Cups is particularly a card of romantic movement forward. You may be embarking on a new emotional journey with someone, making that's ultimately may culminate in you making a romantic offer towards someone or accepting one from someone else. And this is something that would not be available to you if you didn't make this transition and leave the past behind and all of the struggle and emptiness that feels like it's coming from where you've been. It will feel a lot more balanced, a lot more fruitful, there's opportunity for growth and a sense of harmony, alignment. And your advice here is to let yourself be inspired and excited, happy about this new opportunity. you have like the power and potential to create something beautiful that serves you well. And you're being asked to trust in that energy. Okay, let's clarify and get a little more detail about each of these. We'll start with the Six of Swords. The Hanged Man, yeah. You've been sort of in that stagnant space with what you are leaving behind. Yeah, we've got the Two of Pentacles at the bottom right now. And hold on, I can't pick them up. The other cards are suggesting that you've had this experience of sort of like hanging in the balance, staying in the same energy, staying in the same place that feels like it's been rough, like it's been uneasy, like things haven't been moving forward, haven't been progressing for you. And the phase of Mercury retrograde prior to this in Capricorn is sort of like bringing this sense of enlightenment to that situation for you, like making things real, making things clear about how nothing has been changing in your life, and you're ready for a change. It may feel like you've been giving a lot to something that's not been giving back to you, and this this is suggested that it is of a relationship nature, and that there is some sort of need for this transition to be a loss of that relationship, an abandonment of that partnership, in order to allow yourself to be open to finding something more balanced, more reciprocal, that feels more aligned with the energy that you put into the situation that you're in. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So with this Eight of Cups, you've been in this energy of holding yourself back, like holding yourself back from withdrawing from this. But this clarity that's coming in is like, it's like showing you that there's not really any other option than to like cut this out of your life, to divorce yourself from this situation. It's like you're seeing the truth now. You were like in this energy of like covering your eyes and covering your ears and like pretending like everything was fine, like things aren't so bad as they were. But it's like sitting in this energy, you're seeing the truth of how holding yourself back from moving forward has been affecting your ability to feel happy and successful. There's this energy that like when you look at what you've created in your life, what you have cultivated in your existence, that there is some sort of limitation to how much farther it can go. You've recognized that this is all this is producing, and you're not going to get anything more out of the situation. And when you look into the future, if you like in like something you're realizing is in deciding like whether to stay or whether to go. It's like when you look at the option of staying and you look out into the future, you see things being the same like 5-10 years from now that they are right now. And that feeling has you feeling like really disappointed, really unhappy about the prospect of the current relationship situation that you have been in. And when you think about the possibility of leaving, there is an opportunity that you see for forward progress and success, because when you release yourself from something that like has that barrier on it, a limitation to how far it can go, when you step outside of that into new opportunities, there is like this limitless possibility that opens up for what you can create in like a new phase of life. Let's look at the Mother of Swords. Okay, that's the same card. So yeah, that's sort of reiterating like being very decisive is about this situation is incredibly difficult for you. It's like even when the clarity is there, it still feels like a challenge to like carry on with that path, to like hold on to that decision and move forward with it. There may even be some struggle with like communicating the decision that you've made or the decision that you're like landing on. Can I please get 2 more for the Mother of Swords? Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's funny. That's like, it's another queen energy. There's this energy of needing to be so sure that you're determined. You're determined and like needing to find the confidence and courage to embark on a new journey. It's like it feels so easy to just like stick with like managing the same problems that you currently have because you're used to it. It's familiar. And trying something new and different can feel a little intimidating, can feel a little destabilizing. But there is a very clear new emotional opportunity for you available. So it's like if you're worried about actually creating a better view of the future for yourself, that's not something that you should worry about, because if you're clear and determined on your intentions and take decisive action, that's the energy that's going to bring you something different, that's going to create a new life that you will find yourself living in the future. And it's like there is maybe some like fear about being successful alone, or like feeling comfortable and confident and grateful for the time that you would need to spend alone after exiting this previous situation before like entering into a new relationship or like new energy. So, you know, one perspective to take on that is that extracting yourself from a situation that's no longer serving you and spending some time alone, while it may be uncomfortable and unfamiliar, it's going to be a very healing and grounding process for you. And it's going to bring you the sense of stability back that you were feeling in being in a familiar situation, but it's going to feel brighter, more aligned, more successful, and feel filled with like a sense of gratefulness for like leaving behind the stresses of managing to keep the same like tired situation going. And it brings back stability, but like a better version of that. And it's going to feel incomparable, especially after like the period of creating a sort of destabilization during the transition. Okay, let's look at the Four of Pentacles. Oh, right, because the Four of Pentacles is there. Like the outcome is stable. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Came out reversed. Yeah. What's going to make you feel ultimately more stable and where you're going to feel like you need to be a little more conservative is in the expression of your deeper feelings. Like something about like the time that you spend alone in transition is going to make it easier to connect with your own feelings when you're like not being constantly bombarded by the experiences of others. And it's okay if you don't want to like open up about your feelings like right away. Like take that time to process them and like get in touch with it for yourself, because like that's what's going to be most healing for you, most stabilizing for you. And yeah, it's like there may be some sort of like tension that's created, some sort of feeling of betrayal, like conflict, disagreement, when it comes to like giving yourself this personal time to connect with your feelings. But it's going to create the forward movement that you want to see in your life very quickly. It's going to, like, it's crucial, it's critical for moving forward and being successful in creating this new life for yourself. There's also this energy here of like again, this like need to be determined to like create a win for yourself at all costs. Like when you're in this energy of focusing on your own feelings, creating like withdrawing your energy and creating that stability within yourself, it may upset some other people in your surroundings, whoever that may be affected. But like, this is a very personal decision. It's like, you don't owe it to anyone to like share the depths of your feeling, especially if it's someone who's going to try to like manipulate your feelings or like convince you to try to like think about it a different way or like feel otherwise, when you know deep down that like this is what's right for you. Yeah, so it's like, don't be afraid to conserve your own energy as necessary to create the change that you like not just want but need to see for yourself. Yeah. And it's like this is what this like sort of like seclusion, this like maintaining your energy, your direction, your purpose in moving forward in this way is allowing you to have this brand new beginning. This is like a major life change. Like this is not a small decision. And there are a lot of, like I mentioned before, like some unknown factors and like, what are you going to create? What are you going to encounter on this brand new journey? Because you're stepping away from something that felt familiar, but that wasn't fulfilling to you in some way. So there may be a lot of unknowns moving forward, but that's something that like when you get in touch with your emotions and like what you want to feel, what you want to experience, what you want to be a part of, how you want to be loved and how you want to love, that opens you up to this sort of like free spirited energy to like get excited about the possibility, to like not worry about, you know, what dangers or pitfalls you might encounter along the way, but to, you know, just take those as they come and to get excited about how much better you can make things when you take the action and like have that determination and strength behind it to like not settle for less than what you want in your life. Let's look at the Son of Cups. Whoa. Okay. So ultimately there's this, in the future, you know, timing is unknown, but ultimately you're going to feel this desire to complete this transition of like not just exiting something that no longer serves you, but moving towards something that does, like fighting for something that you believe in. And this is something that you will have like contemplated a lot prior to making this step forward. And there's an energy here of once you've spent this time like in transition and like hibernation sort of about what's been going on with you, what you've been experiencing, the changes you've been making, this step forward into a new romantic scenario may be something that you communicate about and embark on suddenly, like in an like sort of impulsive manner, where it's just like after this period of time, one day you just are like suddenly I'm ready and like charge forward towards it. And that may be fueled by like suddenly having a fear that you've been spending too much time thinking about it and like putting it on the back burner, putting it on hold, and that you're ready to move forward with a lot of like power and strength in an effort to like not miss out on an opportunity that calls to you. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So it's like this is recalling the making of this decision. And like once that decision is made, making sure that your priorities reflect that. that where you're placing your time and energy isn't going like back to that past scenario, back to your ex, and like letting that weigh on you, letting that drag you away from feeling like excitement and enthusiasm for all of the possibility that awaits you. Like, allow yourself to prioritize the new opportunity that you have. Yeah, so we have the Fool coming out again and the Knight of Cups coming out again. So this new opportunity is definitely like going on a new romantic journey, like finding a new partner, or like proposing a relationship scenario, or accepting a relationship scenario from someone who has like expressed interest in you. Like allowing yourself to prioritize moving in that direction, moving on that path, and feeling like open and free and like excited to discover what you can learn, how you can grow in that new scenario, like to discover the change that you can create in this new place with this new person. And it's like this could be like someone that you're going to meet after you've like transitioned out of the old space, and like it makes space for the new energy to come in. But this feels more like because this advice is here, like the way this is laid out, it feels more like a scenario of this is someone that you may already know, or someone that you may have in mind, or like someone that you know that you may not have like entertained this idea previously, may not have made this possibility a priority. And it's like your advice is to change that, to like shift your focus into that area. But you know, this is coming after you've had like proper time to like gather your thoughts, gather your feelings, and feel good and solid in moving forward with that. It really feels like there's just suddenly going to be this time. Yeah, it's like things may move slowly because you're having to like make this transition, but it's like it's almost this energy of like the transition is so long that once the time is right and you truly feel ready for it, things just sort of like get instigated. It's like there's some sort of like catalyst that like propels things forward, and your advice is to like not revert back, to like not slow it down at that point, or more so to make sure that it's like the initial like start of it may come very like quickly and suddenly, but it's like from then on like you can set the pace that like you're comfortable with moving forward, like into this new territory that feels a bit unknown and unfamiliar. But you know, the questions you have about it is like no reason not to allow yourself to be like excited for experiencing something new. Okay, let's pull a couple of oracle cards and see if there's anything they would like to add. The Wildling. That's interesting. This feels like something about this whole decision process, this whole transition. It's like it's going to surprise other people in your life It's like they wouldn't expect this from you. They're going to be surprised by the decision you make, the action that you take. It's possible some people may be upset by that. I think I mentioned that before, but, you know, to like, again, like hold strong in your decision because you know it's something right for you. Because it's like previously, you may not have expected this from yourself either. Like your decision, your desire for forward movement may even surprise you. But it's like once you're clear on what you're doing, on what you want, it makes sense to you. And other people in your life that are more familiar with like the old version of you, that's like they're like not used to you making these type of changes, they may like genuinely be surprised and like shocked even, like, and not really understand why you're doing this, or like why you feel the need and like why you want to head in this direction. And it's going to require you to like be a little adaptable to explain this or like help people understand. But I also want you to remember that like you don't necessarily owe anyone a deep explanation of why you chose this, why this is right for you, because you know that it is. But, you know, you can find creative ways to like introduce people to this new path, to this new version of you, because it is a new version of you. You're undergoing a significant transformation in your life. You will never be the same after this. And I mean that in the best way possible. If you wanted to be the same, things would have felt different where you were previously. And this is an overall energy of like reclaiming your space, reclaiming your life so that you enjoy living in it to the fullest. And it's like that's what this preparation period of Mercury retrograde is like creating this catalyst for you of like moving into the next year, of embarking on this journey of creating a life that you truly, truly thrive in and enjoy living in each day. Okay, so if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for letting me take a look at your energy surrounding this time. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, you can find details below on how to book that. And I will see you next time. Bye.